Hey everybody, it's Greg Rice. We're here in the bucket. That's Pawtucket, Rhode Island. And you probably got a letter in the mail about backflow prevention and the necessity for you to install a device if you don't have it at your rental property, or to have it tested to stay up to date on your property. Now this one I got here is for a new property that I got in Woonsocket, and it says, please be advised that the water service located at this address requires the installation of a backflow prevention device. These are in accordance with Woonsocket Water Division's cross-connection program, following state and federal guidelines. It's a responsibility of you as the property owner, okay? Same thing with lead pipes, for example. When they go to your property, it's your responsibility from the street in to hire a licensed plumber and install the device. A certified tester is then obligated to test and report those results back to the city's water department. You have 45 days to do it. If you don't do it, we're going to burn your house down and then charge you for the water to put out that fire. Violation may result seriously in termination of water service until compliance is met. Pretty extreme. I don't think any city or town would really do that, but they say they can, which they probably can. And call this number if you have any questions. There's a website if you want to check it out. And what's interesting is that these can be tested and submitted online through an app, which is pretty cool. So it's more efficient than calling it in or having somebody read an email or mailing a paper. So that's pretty neat. And it even has a QR code on the paper. I gotta say, even though this is a pain in the neck, it's going to cost me a lot of money. Mayor Lisa Baldelli does a great job. The city does a great job. They are on their game. They're hip with technology. They're efficient. And one piece of paper. I even love that. One piece of paper, nothing on the back. How beautiful. We love Mayor Lisa. So, what the hell is backflow prevention? Is the next thing. I'm talking about backflow. What is backflow? And I found an excellent, concise definition here that I'm going to read to you. What is backflow? Backflow is when contaminated water has reversed flow and entered clean water lines. It can occur at any cross connection between clean and dirty water lines and is typically caused by a significant change in water pressure, okay? Such as a burst from a water main. The dirty water may contain hazardous materials like human waste, pesticides, or chemicals, so it poses a serious health concern. So the need for this device is to prevent water that is contaminated from entering potable water. Okay? If you imagine the entire city's grid of water, it's all under pressure and it's all, in essence, connected. What these backflow preventers do is prevent any type of catastrophe or situation like a burst pipe in the winter from kicking out all these contaminants and particles into everybody else's properties. Or the inverse, from your property from kicking into the potable water supply for everybody else. So it's a regulator, okay? And that's the necessity for it. And if you think about a multifamily in Woonsocket, when a water main breaks on 2nd Avenue or 3rd Avenue, you have 100 houses down that street. Water main goes in the middle of the street, all the pressure has dropped for all those properties, and when the pressure drops and then gets kicked back on, that pressure of water might kick up particles from the water line. It may knock free something that's been hanging there for 50 years, etc. So it disturbs the ebb and flow of the typical cycle of water. And that device is to aim and protect you from drinking water that may be contaminated. So it's going to be a steep climb for these cities and towns to get every owner to put on a backflow prevention device. And these aren't cheap, okay? You're probably going to spend $500. And then there's also continuous testing that also costs money. And who we've used is $75 Backflow Test. They're a company out of North Provolone. But what's interesting is that They called themselves $75 Backflow Test Company, and now they charge $90. So we love you guys, but that was a terrible idea for your name. Now you gotta rename yourself $90 Backflow Test Company, and then 2 years, $100 Backflow Test Company. I think you guys need a better name. We love you, but confusing. I just got a bill, $75 Backflow Test, and then I had 3 properties, and it was $270, and I was like, this is awesome. Backflow prevention devices, you definitely need to take them seriously. We're doing a bunch of them now for our owners. So if you need any advice, any questions, let us know. Once again, Greg Rice in the bucket, your property and your water managed.